Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, one of the things to keep your eyes on is how does this young quarterback continue to develop? They took a risk early in the season starting this young freshman, but he has continued to develop each week and get better. He's gaining the trust of his teammates. He's really starting to make good reads and get a feel for this offense. Can they keep this trend going? I'll keep you posted on how he looks on the field and how he's leading his team early in this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. And the Gators ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gonna run it. It's Davison. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Moore with the play fake. Still looking, on the move. He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10 coming up. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Makes a catch. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Rides to back and leaves it. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Paul.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Dante Moore fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
More to the air again. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situations. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards and try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Pryor. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Jones wants to throw it. Got him downfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer. Anthony, that guy was pretty good too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good when they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Summerall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any D coordinator in the country, and he only seems to get the best out of his quarterback. So they had a guy in DJ Lagway. They had really high hopes. Things didn't work out. He moves on to Baylor. But this is a critical spot. How quickly this new quarterback can get on this.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fakes the grab on the left. Gets away from one, finds room. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now facing a third and long. Sends it back in motion. Jones to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the fourth down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. He got it. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Rides the option, he keeps it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Davison. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing more. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Now here's Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jones wants to throw it. Got his man. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check-down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check-down throw to the running back.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Right down the middle. He's got it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Gators will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. On the ground, it's Hill. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
That wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to it. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the first half. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And guys, everybody needs to be on the same page. Those false starts in this part of the field crushes. 2nd and goal. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 12 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Longhorns who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Pac-12 Conference.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Handoff for Ball. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The offense changing the play. Ball again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
And the Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a catch at the 10. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Davison. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Rolling right and going deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football. Man, I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Jones to throw. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nothing to do with the football and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Moving out to the right. He's got him. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll line up to go for two. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And the quarterback just could not find anybody open. And you could tell he was trying to make something happen, but couldn't find anybody in the end zone, held onto the football, and takes the sack.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
In the gun on third down, Moore. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the tight end is a guy that this offense is going to look for on third downs. He ran a good route. He got his depth. He got his head around. He's just got to make the play.
The Ducks will punt this one away. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Off play action on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. On target. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Makes the catch at the 45. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. started. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Moore. Working that left side now. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Ducks have this offense rolling. Here's Moore to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Got it set up on the outside. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down. But, and he's got room. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oregon!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty. Breaks into the open. The 40, the 30, the 20, 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Whew, that's a breathing sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll try it over the left side. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Quarterback now breaking the field. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Dante Moore. It's complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. The run inside. It's Hill. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gets it to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice.
Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Hand off, Jaden running left. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.